y vamos a comenzar la clase, Fundamentos de Español, Lección 3. So in this lesson, vamos a repasar, we're going to review mis gustos y preferencias. That means like the things that I like, my preferences. Las compras, so how to buy things in Spanish. The grammar between the difference between masculine and feminine, and then our adjectives and los colores, the colors. And then we'll review also some more greetings, más saludos and despedidas, ways to say goodbye, as well as adjectives, and make some conversation. Looks like we have a good group. So since it's the first time working with me directly, just like Pedro, you know, any questions you have, feel free to ask them. This is a beginner level class, so if you need to ask in English, feel free to do that. I'm going to try and speak as much Spanish as possible, but if you have questions, definitely let me know so I can address them for you, okay?
Okay.
And then this is always a little bit different online, so I'm just going to take a little note here so I can keep in order everybody that's participating. Give me 1 second here.
Mm-hmm.
Do anything.
I'm down on your pages.
Okay, let's see here. I've got Emily.
Yeah.
Daisy.
That's me.
Let's see, we've got Orlando and Andrea.
Yep.
And then Shelby, correcto?
Correct.
All right, perfect. So let me share that screen with you again. Let's see here. You should be able to see the PowerPoint slides, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfecto. Okay, so this is a greeting for you. Hola, ¿qué tal? Is kind of like saying what's up in Spanish. So let's just go around. We'll start with Emily. Say, ¿qué tal to Daisy?
Hola Daisy, ¿qué tal?
Todo bien.
All right, now Daisy to Orlando.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Orlando?
Excelente.
And now Orlando to Andrea.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Andrea?
Bien, todo bien.
And now Andrea to Shelby.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Shelby?
Todo bien.
Perfecto. So depending on the time of day, we have different greetings we can use. In the morning, we can say buenos dias. Everybody repeat, buenos dias.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
And then like this time of day, before the sun officially goes down, we can say buenas tardes.
Buenas
Buenas
tardes.
tardes.
And then finally, at night, we can say buenas noches. And buenas noches can be used to say both hello and goodbye. So it means both good evening and good night.
Buenas noches.
Now, this isn't really a rule, but saying adios is typically understood as a little bit stronger of a goodbye. It's not to say that it means like I'll never see you again, but it's not as commonly used as you might think it is. More common ways to say goodbye to somebody would be to say hasta mañana, nos vemos, hasta luego, or ciao. Ciao. So I lived in South America. I lived in Argentina, in Chile, and Ecuador, and that's what they say in South America. Most of the Spanish speakers you come into contact with here in the United States are from Mexico, and they don't really say ciao so much in Mexico for whatever reason. So vamos a practicar. Emily, what would you say if you're getting to school at 10:30 in the morning and you see your classmates?
Buenos días.
Buenos días, perfecto. And then Daisy, what would you say if you are leaving work, but you are going to see your colleagues again on the following day?
Buenas tardes.
So buenas tardes would be like saying hello, but here you're leaving work.
So hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana. Yeah, key word that you're going to see them again tomorrow, right? Hasta mañana. Okay, let's go with Orlando. You're meeting friends for lunch at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Nos vemos.
So you're getting there. You're getting there and saying.
Oh, buenos días or buenos tardes.
Buenas tardes. Muy bien.
Buenas tardes.
Andrea, you are meeting friends for cocktails at 10 o'clock at night.
Buenos noches.
Muy bien. And now you are leaving the bar, Shelby, at 11 to go home.
Could you say hasta luego?
You could say hasta luego. Here we just have buenas noches again.
Buenas noches.
Just showing how we
Okay.
can use that as a hello and a goodbye. But you're right, hasta luego, depending on exactly, the circumstance. Back to you, Emily. You just finished a semester abroad in Argentina and are coming home to the United States.
Ciao or adios.
Ciao or adios. Yeah, here's where you might say adios because it has more of a kind of permanence to it. Like you're leaving, you don't know when you're going to see them again. Daisy, class is over. You'll see your classmates next week.
Nos vamos.
Nos vemos. Muy bien. Nos
Nos
vemos.
vemos.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things you could say. Nos vemos. Hasta luego. Ciao. Muy bien. Orlando, you are going home to get ready for a night out with your friends.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Perfecto. All right. Let's review this little introduction real quick. So we'll start with you. I guess Orlando to Andrea. So Orlando, just ask all the questions. And Andrea, you will answer. And then we'll move on to the next partner, okay?
Hola, me llamo Orlando. Estoy estudiando español. ¿Podemos practicar?
Sí, por supuesto.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Andrea.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente,
¿De dónde eres?
soy de Denver.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Denver.
¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en Denver.
¿Qué te gusta?
Me gusta mi familia.
¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono? De teléfono? Is it
Teléfono. Teléfono.
teléfono?
Muy bien.
Mi número de teléfono es 303-803-0809.
Estamos en contacto.
¿Me parece bien?
Sí.
Hasta luego.
Me parece. Parece.
¿Parece?
Eso.
Me parece.
All right.
Hasta luego.
Nos vemos.
Muy bien. Andrea Shelby.
Hola, me llamo Andrea. Estoy estudiando español. ¿Podemos practicar?
Sí, por supuesto.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Shelby.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente.
¿De dónde eres?
Soy de Denver.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Denver.
¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en Montbello.
¿Qué te gusta?
Me gusta leer.
¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
Yeah, that's an
Teléfono, sorry.
So I'm gonna do this little, let's see here. Sorry, my little controls here on Zoom disappear on me. So we've got this word teléfono, and it's a little awkward, and then on top of it, it's got this little accent mark in it. So if you ever, this is just a little trick that will help you with your pronunciation. So if you ever have a word like this that you're kind of struggling with, the most important thing is to isolate those vowels, right? The a, e, I, o, u, because Spanish pronunciation is 100% based on those vowel sounds. So we have this word that's telephone in English, so you're kind of like, it's a cognate, so you look at it and you're like, telefono, but because of that little accent mark, you kind of have to push it a little bit. So whenever you have big words like this that are a little awkward to say, just break it down by the vowel and then say those vowels. So everybody do this with me. A, o, o.
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 A, o, o.
Teléfono.
Muy bien. Then you start putting it all together. Teléfono.
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 All right. Good. Was that helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Keep
Teléfono.
going. Whoever was.
Mi número de teléfono es 303 919 0600.
Okay. Muy bien.
Estamos en contacto.
¿Me parece bien?
Hasta luego.
Nos vemos.
Okay, Shelby, now you're going to ask Emily.
Hola, me llamo Shelby. Estoy estudiando español. ¿Podemos practicar?
Sí, por supuesto.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Emily.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente.
¿De dónde eres?
Soy de Kentucky.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Berkeley.
¿Dónde trabaja?
Trabajo en Denver.
¿Qué te gusta?
Me gusta correr en las montañas.
¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
Mi número de teléfono es 502-930-7478.
Estamos en contacto.
Me parece bien.
Hasta luego.
Nos vemos.
Muy bien. Emily a Daisy.
Hola, me llamo Emily. Estoy estudiando español. ¿Podemos practicar?
Sí, por supuesto.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Daisy.
Mucho gusto.
Igualmente.
¿De dónde eres?
Soy de Louisiana.
¿Dónde vives?
Vivo en Denver.
¿Dónde trabajas?
Trabajo en Denver.
¿Qué te gusta?
Me gusta música.
¿Cuál es tu número de teléfono?
Mi número de teléfono es 303 481 1241.
Estamos en contacto.
Me parece bien.
Hasta luego.
Nos vamos.
All right. Nice job with that, everybody. Let's see here. Do you remember these? Oops, where did we go? All right. You can see this presentation again, right?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So who knows what puedo hacer una pregunta means?
Can I
Can I ask a question?
All right. ¿Cómo se dice book?
How do you say?
How do you say?
¿En
Where
qué
is-
significa lápiz?
What is
What
the
is-
pen?
Uh,
The piece?
Yeah, so what does lápiz mean?
Lápiz mean. ¿Qué significa lápiz?
All right, so you might need these for this next activity, plus I'm going to teach you a couple of new ones here. No entiendo, what does this mean?
I don't know, or I don't understand.
I don't understand, yeah, I don't understand. I don't know would be no sé, but no entiendo means I don't understand. So everybody repeat it with me. No entiendo,
No
No
entiendo.
entiendo.
no entiendo,
No
entiendo.
entiendo.
no entiendo.
No
entiendo.
I always tell my students, say this 3 times because the honest truth is the majority of situations that you're going to find yourself in speaking Spanish with people, you're not going to understand them at this point. So no shame, right? Just tell them I don't understand, okay? And then you're going to...
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
What,
Stacy.
I thought it was no comprende.
Yeah, so no comprendo is another way of saying it, but it's like the difference between saying I don't understand and I don't comprehend, right?
Okay.
So if you're talking to somebody and you just didn't quite understand what they were saying in English, you would say I don't understand, right?
Mhm.
No comprendo is really more for like really complex, abstract ideas, like we're in a high school physics class and we just could, like, the teacher just completely
Okay.
It changed our worlds, right? Like, whoa, no, I don't know. I don't comprehend that. For
Okay.
whatever reason, that's the word that like everybody has learned how to say from their high school Spanish class. And that's the one that, you know, stuck. But the more common, if you say no comprendo, like the person's going to understand that you don't know what they're talking about. But this is just slightly better, slightly more accurate
Okay.
for you. Oh, it looks like we have a new student, Kia?
Kia.
Kia. Hi, Kia. I'm David.
Hi, David. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. All right. What about this one? Repite, por favor.
Repeat, please.
Repite, por favor.
Repite, por favor.
And then finally, más despacio, por favor.
Slow down.
Slower.
Más
Yeah, slower,
despacio.
please. All right. So
I need to learn.
imagine, you know, if I just come up to you and I start speaking Spanish to you and I were to say something like, yo soy un hombre sincero de donde crece la palma y antes de morirme quiero cantar mis versos del alma. Cultivo una rosa blanca en junio como en enero para el amigo sincero que me da su mano franca. What would you say to that?
No
No
entiendo.
No
entiendo.
entiendo.
Muy bien, no entiendo. That's 100% the correct answer here. No entiendo. And then just to try and get to the point where you understand, you can also throw in other phrases like repite or más despacio, por favor. And then you can always isolate certain words, like maybe you understand hombre, meaning man, right? Yo soy un hombre sincero. But then you don't understand the word crece. Crece, and you're like, ¿qué significa crece? And these are just phrases and questions that you can use to navigate those situations where somebody's speaking Spanish to you and you just don't quite follow them, okay? And we'll get there together if you can start using these questions. Boy, I wish my original Spanish teachers had taught me the importance of those questions. It would have saved me a lot of problems later on in life. All right, just a quick little pronunciation guide for you. The Y and the double L typically will make the Y sound in English. So if you put it together with a sentence like this, it's going to sound like Yo me llamo Yolanda Villa. Yo me llamo Yolanda Villa. So kind of how we'd say the Y in you, right? Like you are a student. It's producing essentially that same sound. Depending on the region in the world you are, that can change a little bit. Like in the Caribbean, they kind of pronounce it more like a J, like yo me llamo. You've probably heard Pedro saying it like that. Like down in like the further south you get, where I lived in Argentina, they pronounce it like a sh. So it would sound like yo me llamo Yolanda Villa. So that was a really fun accent to get used to. But here in the United States, most people that you're going to talk to are from Mexico, and it's more of a kind of smooth Y sound, right? So everybody repeat after me. Cebolla,
Cebolla.
caballero,
Caballero.
botella,
Botella.
pollo,
Pollo.
billete,
Billete.
silla,
Silla.
amarillo,
Amarillo.
proyector,
Proyector.
yo,
Yo.
Yolanda,
Yolanda.
playa,
Playa.
ya,
Ya.
mayo,
Mayo.
rayo.
Rayo.
Muy bien. You don't have to know what all those words mean. This is just for your pronunciation, but nice job. Let's take turns. Let's start with you this time, Kia. And Kia, go to Shelby. Ask Shelby the question that you see with this item.
Salón de clase de pincel.
So you're going to ask this question that's at the bottom. ¿Cómo se dice?
Oh, ¿cómo se dice de pincel? Am I saying pencil or
Yeah,
pincel?
you say pencil. ¿Cómo se dice pencil?
¿Cómo se dice pincel? Shelby or Emily? Who?
Yeah, Shelby.
Shelby.
Un lápiz.
El lápiz. Muy bien. Now,
El lápiz. El lápiz.
now Shelby to Andrea.
¿Cómo se dice pen?
La bib, is it bibli- bib-
Boligrifo.
Somebody said it. Bolígrafo. El bolígrafo.
I was trying.
El bolígrafo. Uh-huh. Okay, now Andrea to Orlando.
¿Cómo se dice marker?
No sé.
Okay, el
El
marcador.
marcadores.
El marcador. No,
marcador.
no S on the end, just marcador.
Okay.
Orlando to Daisy.
¿Cómo se dice book?
Oh, gosh, what was that? No, remember.
No recuerdo. You don't remember.
I can't
Okay,
remember.
who can help her out with book?
El libra.
Libro with an
Libro.
Libro. Excuse me, el libro.
I'll leave it.
Okay, Daisy to Emily.
¿Cómo se dice paper?
El papel.
All right, last one, Emily to Kia.
Kia, ¿cómo se dice board?
La pizarra.
Muy bien. Okay. So let's see here. I need 2 volunteers.
Go.
All right, Emily. And who's my number 2?
I'll go.
Emily and Kia. Okay, so Emily, how about you be the person on the left, and then Kia, you're on the right here, okay?
Okay.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. Cantor, it's kind of covered. Hold on. With everybody's face. Let me see if I can take that down. Okay.
Oh, you'd be able to
it's-
move the little camera, yeah.
Yeah. So estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta la pizarra?
El lápiz.
El lápiz. What was I saying?
El lápiz cuesta 10 centavos.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta el papel?
El papel cuesta $2.
Llevo el papel y el lápiz.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
Muy bien. Excellent. Okay, ahora let's go with Daisy and Orlando, okay? So it's going to be a little bit harder this time around. Daisy, you're going to be the person on the left, and then Orlando, you're the person on the right. So Orlando, you need to buy, tú necesitas comprar el lápiz y el libro.
Bien.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta el lápiz?
Lápiz cuesta 10 centavos.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta el libro?
El libro cuesta $9.
Llevo lápiz y libro.
And so the complete, you want to say, llevo el lápiz y el libro.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Llevo el lápiz y el libro.
Muy bien.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
All right, let's go with Andrea and Shelby this time. So Andrea, you're on the left. Shelby, you're on the right. Shelby, tú necesitas comprar el marcador y la pizarra.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta el marcador?
El marcador cuesta $3.
Bien, ¿cuánto cuesta la pizarra?
La pizarra cuesta $10.
Llevo el marcador y el pizarra.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
Muy bien. All right, let's see here. Now we have Kia and Emily again. This time, why don't you switch roles? So we'll have, I can't remember who was on the left last time.
I'll do left.
Okay.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta el bolígrafo?
El bolígrafo cuesta $1.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta el papel?
El papel cuesta $2.
Llevo un bolígrafo y un papel.
Gracias. Chao.
Por uno. Nos vemos.
Okay, nice job with that. All right, now take turns asking me como se dice with this one. We'll start with you, Daisy.
¿Cómo se, do I pick one or just start
Yeah,
with the first?
top left.
¿Cómo se dice paper?
Yeah, so this is actually a notebook. So we're going to say el cuaderno
El cuaderno.
versus paper would be el papel.
Okay,
All right, Orlando?
el cuaderno.
¿Cómo se dice tape?
La cinta adhesiva. La cinta adhesiva. Muy bien, Andrea.
¿Cómo se dice eraser?
El borrador.
Borrador.
¿Cómo se dice business cards?
Las tarjetas de negocio.
¿Cómo se dice scissors?
Las tijeras.
Las tijeras.
Who are we with now? Kia?
¿Cómo se dice files?
Yeah, so folders or files like this would be las carpetas.
Las carpetas. I think I had a hard time saying this last time, guys, right? Las
Las
carpetas.
Yeah, this one was hard.
Okay. Muy bien. So vamos a practicar de nuevo. Let's go with Orlando and Andrea this time. Orlando, you're on the left, and Andrea, you're on the right.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta la cinta adhesiva?
Adhesiva, adhesiva.
Adhesiva.
La cinta adhesiva cuesta $3
Muy bien.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta las tijeras?
Las tijeras cuestan $8. Or sorry, $8.
Yeah.
Llevo la cinta adhesiva
Adhesiva.
adhesiva y las tijeras.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's go this time with Shelby and Kia.
Hola.
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto quesa? Oh, that's the hard one. Where can I don't even know where to cheat or
You can ask me. ¿Cómo se
Page
dice?
59.
Yeah. So
¿Cómo
when
se-
you say,
Page 59.
las tarjetas de negocio.
las tarjetas negocio?
Muy bien.
Es $7.
Yeah, las tarjetas de negocio cuestan $7.
Muy bien.
Wait, was it?
So Kia,
Or did
you're
we
asking
switch? Did
on
I
the
do the
right.
wrong one?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we start over?
Yeah. Let's start over. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto quesa? ¿Cómo se dice? The cards,
Las
business
tarjetas.
cards.
¿Cuánto cuestan las tarjetas de negocio?
¿Cuánto cuestan las
Tarjetas.
Tarjetas.
tarjetas
Ajá.
de negocio?
Muy bien.
Las
Es
tarjetas.
$7.
Well, so you're asking how much they cost, so you're not gonna say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Las tarjetas de negocio cuestan $7.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cómo se dice the notebook?
El cuaderno.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuesta el vierno?
El cuaderno.
O el cuaderno.
Eso, muy bien.
El cuaderno cuesta $4.
Sorry. Evo.
Llevo.
Llevo. Hold on. Llevo
Las tarjetas.
las tarjetas de negocio y el va. Is it va?
Cuaderno.
Cuaderno.
Muy bien.
Gracias, chao.
All right, last one. Let's go with Emily and Daisy.
David, ¿puedo hacer una pregunta?
Sí, por favor.
Okay, on this, when you have them written out, you have some that have cuesta with an N at the end and some that don't. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, it has to do with you're buying something that's singular or plural. So
Oh, okay.
on this particular one, cuestan, how much do the business cards cost, is because business cards is plural versus cuánto cuesta, the notebook that's singular.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so N is for the plural and just A is for singular. And that'll
Okay.
make more sense as we continue to progress with the Spanish lessons as well.
Okay, awesome.
Nice catch. A lot of people don't. I think you're one of the first people that's ever caught that.
Oh, gracias.
All
Daisy,
right.
want to be left or right?
Either way, it's up to you.
You can
You can be on
start.
the left, Emily.
Okay. Hola,
Okay.
¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto questo?
Cuesta. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
¿Cuánto que?
¿Cuánto cuesta?
¿Cuánto cuesta
Eso.
el borrador?
El borrador cuesta $6.
Bien. ¿Cuánto cuestan las carpetas?
Las carpetas cuestan $5.
Huevo, el borrador y las carpetas.
Gracias. Ciao.
Nos vamos.
Okay, nice job with that. So we're gonna review this, the difference between the definite and indefinite article. So on this last activity, we are using the definite article, el, la, los, or las, which in English means the. The indefinite article is a, an, or some in the plural. So let's learn how to do that. If it's a masculine word that we're talking about, we're gonna use un, and if it's a feminine word, we're gonna say una, okay? So if I wanted to say a boy, I would say un niño, and if I wanted to say a girl, I would say una niña, okay? The plural form would be unos or unas, again, depending on if it's masculine or feminine. So a boy is un niño. Some boys would be unos niños. A girl is una niña, and some girls would be unas niñas. Vamos a practicar. Let's go with Orlando first on this one. Would you say un hermano or una hermano?
Un hermano.
And how can you make that plural? So we need to change the un into the plural form, right? So it'd be unos.
Really?
Hermanos.
Okay. Because that's like ones, or I guess because I'm like translating into English, I guess.
Because you're thinking of uno, but unos is not uno, right? So unos literally means some. So if you want
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of my American brain, and to me that says like one's hermano. You know what I mean? Oh, I got it. Yeah, okay.
So if it helps you to think about unos as meaning some, unos or unas means some.
Okay.
We're doing that one.
Okay.
Okay. Andrea.
Una hermana and unas hermanas.
Muy bien. Shelby?
That'd be,
Here we have siblings. We have a brother and a sister together.
oh, I forget siblings. ¿Cómo se dice siblings?
So it's the same as brothers, unos hermanos. So in Spanish, whenever we have a mixed group like this with a boy and a girl together, it defaults to the masculine word in Spanish. Okay. Kia.
Una madre.
Muy bien. And then the plural form?
Unas madres.
Perfecto. Emily?
Uno padre.
So it's not going to be uno, just un.
No,
pa-
un padre. And then unos padres.
Muy bien.
I did the same thing with Orlando. I was just thinking one.
Yeah, that's okay. It's normal. All right, Daisy, how would you say parents together?
Uno familia.
You are actually 100% right. It is a family. And then just to say parent,
Padre.
like mom and dad together, we're going to say unos padres.
Unos padres.
All right. Andrea?
Una alumna, and un alumno.
Muy bien. And then Orlando?
Unos estudiantes.
We're going to go with the same word, which is alumnos. Unos alumnos.
Alumnos. Oh, okay. I was just thinking students. And then,
It does mean students too. It's just another word.
okay. And then unos alumnos.
Yeah, good. Again, masculine. Even though there's a couple of female students in there, it's a mixed group, so it goes masculine. Muy bien, Shelby.
Una maestra and un maestro.
Okay. Kia.
Unos maestros and unas maestras.
Muy bien. Emily.
Un estudiante and una estudiante.
Okay. Daisy.
Unos estudiantes
Good.
and unas estudiantes.
Muy bien. Andrea.
Un hombre, una mujer.
Orlando.
Unos hombres, unas mujeres.
Perfecto.
Un profesor, una profesora.
Kia.
Unos unos profesoras and unas profesoras.
Muy bien. Okay, excellent. Emily.
Un hio, una hia.
Yeah, and so the pronunciation here, the H is silent, so you don't pronounce it. And then the J produces the H sound. So it's completely funny here, but it's hijo, and then una hija.
So un hijo and una hija.
Muy bien. That's very good pronunciation there. All right. What about some children, Daisy?
Unos hijos.
Muy bien, perfectísimo. Okay, nice job. Now, this also goes for things too. So like a pencil is considered a boy in Spanish. So let's talk about things here. Andrea, would you say un lápiz or una lápiz?
Un lápiz.
And then how can you make that plural?
Unos lápices.
Muy bien. All right, Orlando.
I'm gonna think this is female. Una manzana. Okay. Unas. Is this manzanitas or is it?
That's actually correct. Then you're saying little apples, but you could just use the same form. Just put an S on the end. Unas manzanas.
Manzanas.
And then if you say unas manzanitas, you're like saying some little apples.
Oh.
So it's actually correct. All right, Shelby.
Un libro y unos libros.
Kia.
Un nahara.
Naranja.
Naha. Oh, this is one I always struggle with. Nahara. Say it again.
So it's
please.
just an R. Naranja.
Naranja.
That's it.
Un naranja.
Una
Unas.
Una naranja.
Una naranja.
Good. There. That's it. Perfect.
Unas naranjas.
There you go. Nice.
I'll get it.
Yep. Wait till we do the color orange. That's coming today. All right, Emily.
I can say it. Oh, no, I can't. I just have it right here. I can't say it.
Un pesada. Una.
Okay, so real quick, un would be masculine. Is that what you wanted to say?
Oh, una. Una pisada.
Yeah.
And unas pisadas.
Yeah. And so just real quick, like there's no rhyme or reason for this. The reason why we have masculine and feminine words, there's nothing particular feminine about a whiteboard. So this is just the way Latin worked, and Spanish was born from Latin. So our initial indication is that last letter. So because pisara ends with an A, that's our general guideline that it's a feminine word. So if you ever have any doubt, look at the last letter. Daisy?
Uno, I'm sorry, un borrador
Mm-hmm.
and unos borradores.
Muy bien. Andrea?
Una silla. Unas sillas.
Y Orlando?
Unas idea.
Yeah, so just singular to start. Una
Una idea.
idea. Idea is how you say it. Idea.
Really? All right. Unas.
The vowels are always the same, so it's always that A, E, O, U. So idea, the I is pronounced E in Spanish. Idea.
Idea. Okay. Unas ideas.
Muy bien. Shelby?
Una paragua.
Un paraguas. This is one of those exceptions to the rules. It ends with an A, so you'd think, oh, it's feminine, but it's actually a masculine word. Paraguas.
And then do you pronounce the G in this one?
Here you pronounce it, yeah.
Okay, so
It's
un
hard.
paragua and unos paraguas.
Muy bien.
Unos.
Kia?
Wow. Una mochila. Unas mochilas.
Muy bien. Perfecto. So now putting this all together in practice, we're going to see another shopping dialogue, only with some slight changes here. So let's go with Emily, you're on the left, and then Daisy, you'll be on the right here.
Okay.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Necesito un lápiz. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Un lápiz cuesta 10 centavos.
Bien. Necesito un paquete de papel también.
Un paquete de papel cuesta $2.
Mueve el paquete de papel.
Llevo.
Llevo el paquete de papel y el lápiz.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
Okay, nice. So here, just to kind of put this all full circle for you, when you first walk into a store and you need to buy a pencil, it doesn't matter what pencil, it just, it doesn't matter. It's indefinite. So that's why this is called an indefinite article, because we're not defining what we're talking about. You just walk in and say, hey, I need a pencil. How much is it, right? Now imagine the person that's working at the store takes that pencil and puts it on the counter for you. Now you've defined which one that you're going to buy. And so you finish the conversation by saying, llevo el lápiz, right? So you started off by saying, I need a pencil. Now that we put the pencil on the table, now we're going to buy the pencil. Does that make sense to everybody here?
Mhm.
So, typically when you walk into a store, it's an unidentified object. You're going to say un or una. And then when you're finalizing the details, you say el. So we're going to practice with this a little bit here. Let's go with Andrea. You're on the left. And then Orlando, you're on the right.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Necesito lápiz. Oh,
Si you want to say,
necesito un lápiz.
muy bien.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
Un lápiz cuesta 10 centavos.
Bien. Y un libro también.
So the complete sentence. Necesito un
Oh,
libro
sorry.
también.
Okay.
That's okay.
Bien. Necesito un libro también.
Un libro cuesta $9.
Llevo el lápiz y el libro.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
Nice job. All right, so now Shelby and Kia. Shelby, you're on the left.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Necesito el bolígrafo. ¿Cuánto queso? Cuesta. ¿Cuánto quesa?
Cuesta.
Cuesta. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
Perfect, that was it.
Un bolígrafo cuesta $1.
Bien. El papel también.
Bien, ¿cuánto cuesta el papel? Perdón. Bien, necesito papel también. O necesito un paquete de papel también.
So, bien, necesito papel. I'm sorry.
Un paquete
Un paquete
de papel
de papel
también.
también.
I just made you buy a packet of paper instead of just one piece.
Oh, okay. I was like, then say
Un paquete de papel cuesta $2.
Huevo.
Llevo.
El bolígrafo y packet. Say it again. How do you say packet de
Paquete
paquete de papel?
papel también.
También.
Muy bien.
Gracias, chao.
Nos vemos.
All right, last one, I think. We're going to be back with Emily and Daisy. This time, Daisy, you're on the left. Emily, you're on the right.
Okay. I'm on the left. Okay. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, gracias. Necesito el marcador. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
El marcador cuesta $3.
It should have been un marcador, though. Is that correct?
Necesito un marcador. Uh-huh.
Sorry.
You
Okay.
say el. Yeah.
I did, yeah. Okay. Bien, necesito una pizarra también.
Pizarra cuesta $10.
Llevo el marcador y la pizarra.
Gracias. Chao.
Nos vemos.
Okay, nice job with that. So I really like teaching this dialogue because it's very practical. If you're, I don't know exactly why everybody's here is learning Spanish, but like if you get on a plane and go to Mexico, when we're all gonna go celebrate when we're allowed to leave the house, right? And we're getting on a plane. First thing you're gonna do is go buy something once you get off the plane, right? You're gonna have to buy a bottle of water or a pack of like who knows. And then does everybody here live in Montbello too?
I live in Green Valley.
I'm in Green Valley.
We live in Northfield.
Northfield, okay, cool. So the like here in Montbello and then Green Valley Ranch, there's any number of places where you can go in and practice this dialogue. So like in Green Valley Ranch, you've got a Green Valley Ranch and Tower. There's a store there called La Dispensa Latina. So they don't speak English in there. You'll speak some Spanish if you go in there and try and buy something. And then here, you know, in Montbello, you've got a number of places as well. So 47th and Peoria, Peoria and Albrook on the other side, like all these little tiendas, the stores that say like panaderia or, you know, anything like that, you can go in and practice buying stuff with your Spanish. All right, let's talk about things that we like. So you've learned how to say, you know, I like, me gusta, right? Now to add a little more detail with the conversation, we can follow things up with this question, prefieres, do you prefer? So we've got an example here. I could say, Orlando, ¿te gusta la motocicleta?
Sí, me gusta.
Uh-huh.
Or no me gusta.
And then to add a little more detail, I could say, ¿prefieres el carro o la motocicleta? And there's different ways to answer this. You can respond with the same verb, preferir, to prefer, and you just change the ending from that es ending to an o ending to say I prefer. So you could say prefiero el carro. You could also say me gusta más el carro, or the opposite, me gusta menos la motocicleta. Okay. So let's practice. Orlando, ¿te gusta la motocicleta?
Prefiero, I don't know. What was it? El carro.
Prefieres el carro. Muy bien. So Orlando, ask Andrea now.
¿Te gusta el verano? Verano?
Verano. Muy bien, verano.
Sí, me gusta el verano.
So now, Orlando, you follow up with the second question. ¿Qué estación prefieres?
Okay. ¿Qué estación prefieres?
Prefiero la primavera.
Okay. Andrea Tedesi now.
¿Te gusta el verano?
Oh, sorry. Let me go to the next slide. Okay. Go ahead now.
¿Te gusta la música salsa?
I say.
¿Qué música prefieres?
Prefieres. And so you're going to respond, prefiero.
¿Qué música prefieres? Jazz.
So real quick, Daisy, you want to respond, prefiero.
Prefiero.
There you go. Prefiero.
Prefiero jazz.
Ajá. Me gusta jazz también. I was born in New Orleans. I heard you say you're from Louisiana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans, so nice. Gotta love some jazz. All right, Daisy to Emily.
¿Te gusta leer?
Sí, me gusta leer.
¿Qué tipo de libro prefieres?
Prefieres.
Prefiero ficción y biografía, both equally.
So if you say, so prefiero means you like one more than the other. But if you like two things the same, you could say, me gustan la biografía y la ficción igual.
Equal. Okay, so me gustan bolígrafo y ficción igual.
Muy bien, Emily. Okay. If we're talking about things, so like this is kind of the question you asked earlier, Emily, when you saw that little N on the word, you said, what's that N all about? So when we're talking about plural things, sometimes we have to add the N to the verb here. So gustar is a little irregular in Spanish. To say you like one thing, you say me gusta, but if you like two or more things, you say me gustan. You have to add that little N to the end. So earlier we learned how to say I like Spanish, me gusta el español. To like Spanish classes, you say me gustan las clases de español. To flip it around and say you like, you just change the me to te. And then to ask a question, again, same thing. You just put, it's more the intonation in your voice, right? ¿Te gustan? ¿Te gustan los tacos? So Kia, ¿te gustan los tacos?
Sí, me gustan los tacos.
Muy bien. All right, tell me here, Shelby, would it be me gusta or me gustan el tigre?
Me gusta el tigre.
Orlando,
Gustan.
with an N, very good. And say the whole sentence for me.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Me
okay.
gustan los perros.
Andrea,
Me gustan los gatos.
Daisy,
Me gusta el pájaro.
pájaro, me gusta
Pájaro.
el pájaro. Emily,
Me gusta el pez.
Kia,
Me gustan los caballos.
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 Shelby? Sorry, I forget you can't see me. I'm like looking at you.
No, you're good. Me gustan los tacos.
Good. Orlando,
Me gusta la cerveza.
I have to change the picture, the corona. We got
Yeah, that's for sure.
Andrea,
Me gusta el mojito.
Daisy,
Me gusta el vino.
Emily.
Me gustan los refrescos.
Nice job. Okay, now conversation. Emily asks Kia.
Kia, ¿te gusta la pizza?
Sí, sí te gusta la pizza.
Me gusta, right? You want to say
Me gusta, sorry.
That's okay.
Sí me gusta la pizza.
Perfecto.
Now do I ask her?
Now you ask
Okay.
Shelby.
Shelby, ¿te gustan los animales?
Animales.
Sí, me gustan los animales.
All right, Shelby to Orlando.
Orlando, ¿te gustan las películas cómicas?
Sí, me gustan las películas cómicas.
Mhm.
Is it cómicas?
Cómicas. So the
Cómicas.
emphasis goes on the O. Cómicas.
Cómicas.
Muy bien. Orlando to Andrea.
¿Te gusta la música de Celia Cruz?
Sí, me gusta la música de Celia Cruz.
All right, Andrea to Daisy.
¿Cuál es tu actividad favorita?
Is that same, what is my favorite activity?
Absolutely, you got it.
Okay. Mi actividad favorito es shopping.
Yeah.
Es ir de compras.
Ir de compras.
Ir de compras, sí.
Ir de compras.
Muy bien. Okay, Daisy to Emily.
Emily, ¿cuál es tu animal favorito?
Mi animal favorito es la jirafa.
El jirafa.
Jirafa.
Muy
Jirafa.
bien. Good one. All right. Have you been to the, I think there's a zoo close to Colorado Springs where you can like go up and they lick you and stuff?
I haven't been to the one in Colorado Springs, but I've been to a few others around the nation. Every time I go to the zoo, that's the first thing I do is go visit the giraffes and feed them. It's my favorite.
All right, let's see here. Emily to Kia.
Kia, ¿cuál es tu pez favorito? Favorito?
And so you might need to ask me, ¿qué significa país?
State, right?
Yeah, so país means country.
Country,
Oh.
see?
So what's your favorite country?
Yo, mi favorito país es USA.
Mi país favorito es Estados Unidos.
Okay, mi país favorito
Es los
es
Estados Unidos.
Favos Unidos.
Estados Unidos. Let's see.
Oh, Estados Unidos.
Yeah, so I'm going to write it for you here. Estados Unidos.
Oh, Estados Unidos.
Eso.
Thank you.
Ujú.
Oh, ¿cuál es tu música favorita? Who's that to?
That one to
Um,
me.
So that's going to be to, was that Kia that asked that? To Shelby.
Mi música favorita es el rock.
And so música is femenina, so you'd say la rock.
La music. Okay.
La rock.
La
Okay.
rock.
All right, so a little bit more grammar for you today. Spanish is very similar to English, except for the fact that it's backwards. So you have to learn to think backwards in Spanish. So what I mean by that is the sentence structure gets reversed. So in English, we would say he is a short boy, but in Spanish, you have to say he is a boy short. So adjectives are descriptive words. They follow the word that they describe, whereas in English, they typically come before the word that they describe. Okay. Again, this masculine, feminine thing will apply to adjectives. So now we see that we've got 3 different types of words here that need to match when we're speaking Spanish. We've got the article, the noun, and the adjective, and they all have to match in both number and gender. So what that means is on the left side, we see el niño bajo, the short boy. Notice that we've got the masculine word el, and then niño ends with an O, and bajo ends with an O. But when we change that to feminine, to the girl, la niña baja, the O changes to the A every time on both the adjective and the noun, okay? Certain words are considered neutral, like grande. Typically speaking, words that end with E are going to be neutral. So, el carro grande en la motocicleta grande. Grande is grande both times, but the gender of the car and the motorcycle change in these instances. And then finally, we will have to make our adjectives plural in Spanish as well. So here we have el hombre alto, the tall man. To make that plural, we say los hombres altos, putting an S on every single one of those words. For words that end with a consonant, we have to add an ES. So here we have la flor azul, meaning the blue flower. Notice that we add ES to both flor and azul in the plural form, las flores azules. Okay, so we're going to practice with this a little bit. Let's start with you this time. Kia, how would you describe this big dog on the left?
El perro grande.
And then the small dog on the right?
El perro pequeño.
I'll accept
Or
pequeño,
chico.
that's 100% right, but chico is the word that we learned in the last.
Okay, chico, el chico.
But you're right with pequeño. It's like saying small and little. You can use both. All right, how can we change those to plural?
El perros grandes.
We need to make every single word plural, so it's going to be.
Okay, I'm sorry. Los perros el grandes, and then los perros chicos.
Okay, Shelby?
La manzana chica.
Good, nice catch.
La manzana grande. And then las manzanas chicas. Las manzanas grandes.
Good. All right, let's go, Orlando.
El gato. Oh, okay. El gato bonito. El gato feo. Los gatos bonitos. Los gatos feos.
Muy bien.
El carro nuevo.
Bien.
El carro viejo. Los carros nuevos. Los carros viejos.
Nice job, Andrea. All right, Daisy.
El rojo, reloj,
Relo. Bien.
reloj. ¿Cómo se dice expensive?
Caro.
El caro. El rojo reloj caro. El reloj, ¿cómo se dice cheap?
Barato.
Barato. El rolos caros.
So you want to make every word plural. So starting with el, change el to los.
El,
Los relojes
Relojos caros.
caros.
Los relojos baratos.
Muy bien. Okay, nice job, Daisy. Emily.
Are we going for rich and poor here? I'm
We
assuming.
are, yeah.
Okay, well, ¿cómo se dice rich?
Rico.
Rico. Okay. El hombre rico. ¿Cómo se dice poor?
El hombre pobre.
Pobre. Okay. El hombre rico. El hombre pobre. So, los hombres ricos. Los hombres pobres.
Bien.
Did you say me?
Yeah, let's go with Kia now.
Okay. La estudiante, how do you say, is it good?
Yeah, we're looking for good and bad.
So bien.
Buen.
Is it buena? Or
Buena.
buena. La estudiante, no buena.
Yeah, the opposite would be mala.
Mala.
Estudiante.
Okay, las estudiantes buenas.
Muy bien.
Las estudiantes malas.
Nice. Orlando, can you complete the sentence? Or I'm sorry, did I skip you, Shelby? Let's go with Shelby. Complete the sentence.
La manzana es roja.
Roja. Muy bien. ¿Te gustan las manzanas, Shelby?
Sí, me gustan las manzanas.
Bien. Orlando.
Los plátanos son amarillo.
And make that yellow plural as well. Amarillo.
Oh, amarillos. Sorry.
¿Te gustan los plátanos?
Sí, me gustan los plátanos.
Andrea?
Los arándanos.
Arándanos. Los arándanos.
Los arándanos son azul.
And then you want to make that plural too? Azules. Mhm.
Azules.
Azules.
Sorry. And then, ¿te gustan los arándanos?
Sí, me gustan los arándanos.
Bien. Daisy.
La fresa es rojo.
And so you want to make rojo feminine.
Roja.
Roja.
La fresa
Eso.
es roja.
Okay. ¿Te gustan las fresas, Daisy?
Sí, me gustan las fresas.
Emily?
Las naranjas son anaranjados.
Very good. Almost. Anaranjadas. All feminine.
Anaranjados.
If you can say this word, you can speak Spanish. Don't worry about it. All right. ¿Te gustan las naranjas, Emily?
Sí, me gustan las naranjas.
Okay, perfecto. Kia.
La lechaga es
Lechuga.
la lechuga es verde.
Muy bien. ¿Te gusta la lechuga?
Sí, me gusta la chuga.
Shelby.
Las judías verdes son what's it going for?
Same color.
Oh, I see. They're called green bee. Okay,
The green
Las-
beans are green. Yeah, we're
there we
literally.
go. Okay. Las judías verdes son verdes.
Bien. ¿Te gustan las judías verdes?
Sí, me gustan las judías verdes.
Ok, dale, Orlando.
Zanahoria es anaranjados,
Anaranjada.
anaranjada.
¿Te gustan las zanahorias?
Sí, me gustan las zanahorias.
All right, Andrea.
¿Cuál es? ¿Cómo se dice? Purple.
Morada.
Morada.
Morada. La col es morada. ¿Te gusta la col?
No me gusta.
Muy bien.
I'm like,
Ok, Daisy.
Los pimiento rojo es,
Singular.
la pimiento,
Masculine.
la-
El
El.
pimiento.
el pimiento rojo es rojo.
Muy bien. ¿Te gusta el pimiento rojo?
Sí, me gusta el pimiento rojo.
Perfecto. Emily, describe el lápiz.
El lápiz. I'm going to go with Chico. Es amarillo.
El lápiz es chico y amarillo.
El lápiz es chico y amarillo.
Muy bien. Describe el libro, Kia.
Libro es grande y rojo.
Muy bien. Shelby, describe la mesa.
La mesa es vieja y marrón.
Describe la pizarra, Orlando.
La pizarra es could be nuevo or nueva
Nueva. Muy bien. Nice catch.
y blanco.
And then it's going to be blanca.
Blanca, sorry.
Blanca also. Good. Andrea, describe la planta.
la planta es bonita y verde.
Describe la silla, Daisy.
La silla es, is it caro?
You could say cara. Ujú.
Cara el verde.
Y describe el marcador, Emily.
El marcador es nueva. Oh, wait, nuevo y negro.
Muy bien. Describe el bolígrafo, Kia.
El bolígrafo es feo y azul.
Okay. Muy bien. Describe el teléfono, Shelby.
Sorry, I forgot to take myself off. El teléfono es y negro.
Muy bien. Describe la ventana, Orlando.
La ventana bonita y blanca.
Ok. Andrea, ¿la playa es bonita?
Sí, la playa es bonita.
¿Prefieres la playa o las montañas?
Prefiero la playa.
Ok, muy bien. Daisy, ¿las revistas son caras?
¿Cómo se dice? Son caras.
Are the magazines expensive?
Sí. Revistas son caras.
Ok. ¿Te gustan las revistas?
Sí. Me gustan las revistas.
¿Cuál es tu revista favorita?
Revista favorito es Time.
Bien. Emily, ¿la cerveza es buena?
Sí, la cerveza es muy buena.
¿Te gusta más el vino o la cerveza?
Prefiero el vino rojo.
¿La comida de servicio rápido es mala? Kia?
I want to say, hold on. I want to say I like my food slow, and that's what it's asking me, right? If I like my food fast or slow.
So I'm just asking you a general question. Is fast food bad?
Oh, sí. Fast food, or sí, rápido es mala.
Sí. You have to say the whole thing. La comida de servicio rápido es mala.
Okay. Sí, la comida de servicio rápido es mala.
¿Qué tipo te gusta?
No me gusta tipo. Is it
¿Ningún tipo de comida de servicio rápido? ¿Ningún tipo? So you don't like any of it?
No, no me gusta.
Muy bien. Shelby, ¿la ciudad de Denver es vieja?
Vieja significa old.
Ajá.
Okay. Sí, la ciudad de Denver es vieja.
¿Cuál es tu ciudad favorita?
Mi ciudad favorita es Denver.
Bien. Orlando, ¿Penélope Cruz es fea?
Oh,
Careful,
no.
careful how you answer this, Orlando.
Sí, Penélope Cruz es muy fea.
Ok. ¿Quién es tu actriz favorita o actor favorito?
Prefiero actor favorito, or who is my favorite actress? Is that what's his name?
Actress or actor? Who's your favorite? Yeah.
Oh, prefiero Tom Hanks, I guess.
Oh, okay. Muy bien. Good one. It's a good one. Andrea, ¿los dibujos animados son populares?
Oh, is it cartoon? Popular cartoon?
Are cartoons popular?
Sí, los diablos amados son popular.
Dibujos animados. Dibujos animados.
Animados.
Muy bien. ¿Te gustan los dibujos animados?
Sí, me gustan los dibujos animados.
Muy bien. Daisy, ¿el vino es rico?
Sí, el vino es rico.
Muy bien. ¿Te gusta más el vino tinto o el vino blanco?
Me gusta más el vino tinto.
Perfecto. Verbos para terminar la clase. Repiten. Ordenar.
Ordenar.
Tomar.
Tomar.
Reservar.
Reservar.
Desear.
Desear.
Beber.
Beber.
Comer.
Comer.
Perfectísimo. So that was it for this lesson. You can always follow the language school on your favorite social media site. Most important thing between now and next week, try and hit those flashcards. You all still have your books?
Yes.
So yeah, study, study, study. Vocab is number one. Without words, we don't have anything. But with words, we can actually communicate.